guys, welcome back. Today I have again with me Lauren Alexandria. If you haven't seen our first video where she shares her testimony on an eating disorder and learning to love herself and breaking free of all that craziness, be sure to watch it. I will link it up here in a card up here and also in the description box below. So in this video, we're actually going to be answering a bunch of your guys' questions. I had put out a questionnaire type thingy on Instagram and I got a lot of great comments and responses, and I just want to say thank you so much. I do want to address some of these comments and talk about them because I think they're really important. So someone commented, I'm naturally curvy and I often feel self-conscious about drawing attention to myself in different types of clothing. And she asked us to give our thoughts.
I love curves.
I love curves too.
Girl,
yes, embrace your curves.
Embrace it.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I actually heard this often. I feel like I need to wear a tent, or I need to cover up my curves. To me, I'm where have we gotten off in society, in Christian culture, to where we can't embrace the way we were made?
That's so true.
I'm not saying
that's that's huge.
Right?
Yeah.
Don't walk around naked, but you should not be ashamed if you got a booty.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. Or if you have been gifted with great boobs.
Yeah.
I want those. You know what I mean? I'm serious. So first off, you got to break off all shame. We're all feeling like you can't be yourself, because I've heard that from multiple women.
Yeah, when you're blessed with bigger boobs, it's sometimes it's
bigger boobs.
Yeah. I don't know why they're down here. Especially in Christian church culture, it's sad to me you have to not up or wear a muumuu or something for you to feel
you're being modest.
Yeah, you're being modest or being not tempting, to
don't even get me started.
It's an intense subject, but in my mind I'm no, love who God created you to be, and it's not show it off in a sense of don't be walking around in your bra, but but in a sense it's you're so beautiful, just love yourself and be okay to show off your curves.
Yeah, I feel we as women don't have to be so responsible for men's responses to us.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Those are my thoughts. You may have a different opinion. Comment below. We'd love to hear it. But anyways.
I mean, it's interesting. It's a hard subject. So I lead worship, as do you. Mm-hmm. And if somebody comes up to me and they're hey, your shoulders are showing, and I don't like that, which literally has happened to me.
Your shoulders
are
created.
But here's the thing: is that the temptation for me is well, I don't, I don't care what you think, whatever, but there is a place to be I don't agree with you, actually, and I love and respect myself enough that what you tell me is not going to be
define you.
Yeah, define me or be the end of the world or whatever. Mm-hmm. But I'm still going to honor you, and okay,
in that context.
Yeah, in that context.
If you're worship leading.
Right.
Totally,
I think it's it's a totally different subject, because it's it's just, I just want to honor and kind of just come under, not be super tied to my own I have to wear my crop top.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Yeah.
But I think it's different when I'm just out and about and I'm just
and doing life, or
doing life, and if I want to wear a strapless shirt when I'm at the plaza with my husband, maybe people have other opinions about that, but I feel free and confident enough in myself that I don't feel I'm causing anyone, it's my responsibility.
Yeah. And at the same time, I will say that I think it's kind of unfair to all men to say that, oh wow, if I'm not wearing a bag, that you're thinking all you think about is just wanting to have sex with me. Yeah. That's all you're thinking about. That's kind of unfair to go
I feel it is.
All men have absolutely no self-control. Yeah. Or they can't respect you in a moment. Or I also think it's unfair to not allow people to appreciate different types of beauty. So I think it's unfair for me to go, if I were very voluptuous, to just wear a muumuu and go, well, you can't appreciate the way I was made. Right. So don't look. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? there's a place where I think as Christians we need to start appreciating one another.
Yeah.
What body or self-esteem issues do you even have when you're beautiful / not even overweight? I wanted to address this because it hits like a whole nother aspect of like the comparison of thinking that someone has it all together just because they may look a certain way. But what's funny is that growing up, I wanted to be overweight. Like, I guess you would call it overweight, but I would call it being like more curvy or thick. I wanted to be like a rapper girl.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like have that like Cardi B or like that type of body, which is insane. I'm never going to have that body. You know what I mean? When I was growing up, I felt really ashamed. I felt like I looked like a boy. I felt like I was ugly. I felt like no guy would want to be with me because I didn't have a bigger chest or like a big booty and I was just like a stick. What's insane is after moving here to like Kansas City, I actually got skinny shamed. Like larger women would be, and they had no idea that I was like looking at other girls going, if I could just have that body. And they were going to me going, well, you wouldn't know anything. Like you're so skinny. Like I got shamed for being skinny.
That's so
Is that crazy?
That's insane. Yeah.
So like it all goes to show that beauty and perfection is really in the eyes of the beholder.
Yeah.
And like we're all gonna have different views of like what beauty is.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of what you said. Like it really is all kind of like in your mind, and you might think one person, you know, looks a certain way and like looks perfect, so they must not struggle with anything. And it's like that couldn't be farther from the truth. I feel like every woman struggles to some degree with something that they're insecure about, whether it's their body, whether it's, you know, the way that they talk, whether it's, you know, whatever it may be. I think it really starts in the mind, for real, and it's more of like a mind thing that has to change.
I think one of the biggest things I've been trying to figure out is that I know we are all beautiful and made in God's image, but at what point, if you're extremely insecure about something and growing up you were made fun of for that feature, would it be acceptable to change it or go under the knife? Do you believe it's wrong to change something like that if you would rather have or would you rather have someone value you as a person in your conversation and not for the body part that people seem to make fun of? So like the issue of plastic surgery though.
Yeah.
I am not against plastic surgery. Yeah. But I think it comes down to like your motives and like your reasoning as to why you want plastic surgery.
Right.
I think that if let's just say I don't hate my nose, by the way. If I'm using this as an example. If I hated my nose and that hatred was a part of my identity and I just could not get past that, and if I thought, and let's just say I grew up thinking if I could just get my nose fixed or changed, what does that even mean? But changed, then I'll be beautiful. I think that's not a healthy place to come from when you're going into plastic surgery. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like if it has to do with like changing a part of your identity, and if it's going to change the value of who you are at the core, I don't think that that's helpful.
Because I think that, oh man, like, you watch those, like, crazy shows where people are just, like, fix this, you know, whatever that means again, like, fix, like, what does that even mean? But,
oh my God, those shows are insane.
But it's like, man, that person is so, like, wildly insecure about themselves. It's like they fix, or they, you know, do one thing and then they're like, oh, like
another
I need
thing.
this. Yeah. I need this. And it's kind of like, to me, I'm like, oh, that's kind of an issue because, again, that stems from, like, something that's going on internally.
Like we said, I think plastic surgery is not bad in and of itself, but when it is going there to fix something that is broken on the inside, you gotta get that healed first.
I agree.
And then your, like, opinion may change about that body part.
That's true.
You may go, oh my God, I love my nose. Like, I didn't always love my nose. And it's actually because my mom would be like, ha, you got your dad's nose. Yeah. It's so, like, big and fat and blah, 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 and whatever. Like, it's like, too bad for you. You got that side of the family's nose, which is so jacked up.
That's so weird. I like your nose. It's so cute.
Thanks. But what I realized that I actually dealt with that for a long time just because it had been told to me growing up. I never thought anything of it before it was told to me. But then after I had kids, they both have my nose. Yeah. I'm like, would I change it on them? They're freaking adorable. No, I love my nose. Anyways. Okay, so at the same time, I'm totally okay with plastic surgery.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, when is it okay, do you think?
Ooh, I don't know. It's a hard one because I don't know. I've never like had plastic surgery.
Yeah.
I don't know if I will or
Mm-hmm.
not. I'm not like super opposed to it. I think when you're like totally heart healthy,
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a place to start. Like, I mean, honestly, like if I have babies and
Yeah.
you know I have saggy boobs, like maybe I'll consider like
Totally.
getting
Why
a job.
not?
I don't know. Like
For real.
that may be a little like TMI, but
No, it
Who
is
knows?
not TMI.
okay.
Oh my gosh.
So
Like, after you have, like, 3-4 kids or even 1 kid, like,
right,
these things change.
yeah,
Things change.
like might need to bring restoration.
yes, bring restoration.
Like I don't know.
Seriously, no,
I'd be
it's
totally
true.
fine with that.
What you said was really good. Like, if your heart is healthy
Yeah.
and, like, you're in a good place, you love yourself, like, you're not going to die if you don't have that procedure done.
Right.
I don't think there's anything wrong with,
Yeah.
you know, you're getting older and you want to, like, get a little Botox.
Yeah.
Now, where does that one time of Botox lead you to? Like, are you going to go, you know, go crazy now
Yeah.
because you think that that's what makes you pretty? It all starts at your heart.
To me, I'm like, yeah, like I don't really care that much about Botox. Like if you do it, great. If you don't, whatever. But it's more of like, are you okay with you? Like, are you happy to be who you are and getting to that place and really like working to get to that place in your life because it's worth it. And not only is it worth it for yourself, but it really does like impact and change the culture.
The journey starts with, like, here and here. Like,
Yeah.
what does the Lord say about you? I know it sounds so catchphrasy, but when you go to the Word and you go to Psalm 139, what does it say? Like, He knit you and He made you perfectly. And I loved it in your testimony, like, the big turning point for you to, like, start the journey was the fact that you got to see how you hating yourself was affecting God.
Yeah.
Like, how it was breaking His heart. Like, every lie that you believe about yourself, thinking that you're ugly, you're not good enough, like, that is going against His craftsmanship. And He's perfect. And He is the creator of you. You know what I'm saying? So what does that say about God? And, like, going to that place first and starting there, and then using those tools like speaking life over yourself.
True. Yeah.
Like, then all that
true.
stuff is just, like, fanning fire to, like, being on that journey of loving yourself.
Just like staying in that place of complete like knowing who you are and knowing that you're like loved and enough. Like that totally starts with your relationship with God. Like for real. Like I don't know if I could like love myself
Out of your
like,
own strength?
Out of my own strength. Like for real. Like it's
so true.
It's hard. Like it really is hard, and especially with everything, you know, social media and all of, you know, the things that are going around in our world. It's like it's hard to love yourself, but if you're grounded and you're, you know, hidden in Christ, really, like it really does. It sounds
catchphrasy,
it
but
does,
it's because
but
it's true.
It's so true, and like I couldn't say it enough that is like my ultimate like life changing is like the more that I abide, the more that I believe like the truth about like what He says about me. It's like then like I can put into place these things. Then I have strength to like speak the words over myself. Then I have strength to like love on other women because He strengthens me, not because like I'm just like trying so hard to like love myself, because that just won't happen. So
I think that's all we have for today. We really hope that you enjoyed it. Please join the conversation. Comment below your thoughts, your comments, your own stories, your own topics or subjects that you'd like us to hit in the future. And if you are not already subscribed and joined to the family, please hit that subscribe button and the little bell. It's a notification button. It'll send you notifications for every video that I post in the future so that you will never miss out. And don't forget to follow Lauren. I will post all of her social stuff right here in the next video. Bye!